Hello. So this is, I can't believe, the midpoint of my graduate program and second practicum down. So I have two more. This practicum quarter was a challenging one, but it was a very um, resourceful, and it was very um, it was a semester that I really learned a lot. Um, like you have probably seen in my paper, I had a very complex case that kind of I felt like that case invased all of issues, practically that a case can have, medical issues. Lacking of citizenships, of documentation, lack of insurance, family support was lacking, family out in another country that he felt like he couldn't return back to. Um, and it was a semester of just empowering and advocating and research. I in my previous job, I do a lot of Humana patients, so they already have documentation. They have insurance, so they do have a lot of social issues, but they have at least a social security income that's coming in, even if it's a little bit. It's there. So I had to research how to obtain Medi-Cal for this patient. Then I learned that undocumented in California can apply for Medi-Cal if they have a significant medical condition. Um, my patient was illiterate, so it was a lot of communication back and forth from, translating Spanish to English and English to Spanish, and providing the forms in Spanish. It was a situation that I had to learn to kind of step back and really, because I want to be honest, I felt like because I've been in the field for some time, I felt like I not knew it all, but I already had some experience behind my back that I just felt confident. And I think this case really opened my eyes onto other bigger issues that I have never experienced. And I have a really good LCSW, Aaron, that is just so grounded and so gives me the space and kind of guides me as needed, that I felt that I gained a lot of perspective. I'm just so grateful for the semester. I've learned a lot. I feel like I still need to work on the DSM-5 and more of the policies behind an agency. I think she kind of, Erin, my social worker, kind of guided me like, okay, this is how we do it. If a patient comes in that's undocumented, we pass it on to the financial counselors. But I think I worked more one-on-one with this case, the financial counselors, and just providing that emotional support. But I feel like policy is one of the things that kind of needed to change, because I feel like the agency has their steps, but sometimes we're not checking for patients that don't have a social security that come into the acute hospital. Once you're in the main hospital, they provide emergency Medi-Cal, but that doesn't mean it's for a year. It's just for all a hospital basis. But what happens when they leave after acute rehab home and they don't have insurance for wheelchair, walker, services like home health? So I feel like that's something that I'd like to work on maybe next semester. But this semester was amazing, challenging. I felt like I gained a lot of strength, and having that empathy there to try to help my patient get through um, these 8 weeks. I think we both grew. So that is my take, and I just feel so much more challenged and so much more prepared, and I have an even bigger background. Um, so I feel like I'm getting there, if that sounds like accurate, I don't know. But that's my take. And I feel so much more experienced. And that is my blog for the second semester.